What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So, Pokemon, Game Freak, Nintendo, whatever you want to call them, they have finally dropped some update when it comes down to Crown Tundra. And I have to sit there and say, I'm 50-50 with this. I really am. And the reason why I'm 50-50 with it is because some things I'm like, oh yeah, thumbs up. And on the other side, it's just meh, meh. So, we're going to talk about it real quick. And before we get into this video, these are my opinions. These nobody else's. I'm not jumping on no bandwagon. Matter of fact, I'm making my own bandwagon because I've seen, some praise, some hate. I've seen more hate than praise. But, some of the hate is warranted and some of it isn't. So I'm going to give y'all my, raw emotions when it comes down to this. But before that, like, comment, and subscribe. So let's get into it. So we got to start off with things when it comes down to the trailer in itself, all right? I feel like they showed us the same damn thing that they showed us the couple weeks ago. And it's like, why are y'all showing this up? Why y'all showing this again? Like, show us something brand new. Now, if you blink, you won't see it, but they have it up on their website. Slowking has actually been shown, the Galarian form. And it looks pretty cool. It looks evil, but it looks pretty cool. But if you read its, Pokedex entry, it looks evil and it sounds evil. So I'm like, cool, it's right up this alley. It looks it's coming out during the spooky season too. October 22nd is when the DLC drop. But it's like, it fits October, it fits the spooky month, and it looks scary. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people are gonna be using it, giving it some weird names. It sounds like it's doing witchcraft. So once again, sounds pretty dope. I'm all for the Slowking. Now, one thing I tuned in for, and I guess they didn't show it, and I hope that this is true. I pray and pray and pray this is true. So Calyrex is supposed to be able to fuse with 2 other legendary Pokemon, and I guess they're supposed to be horses. One is supposed to be a fairy something type, and the other one's supposed to be, I don't know, I didn't catch that, but it was a rumor. So take that with a grain of salt. And I don't do rumors because that's just dumb. Like, why would I want to sit up and read a Reddit post to you guys when you can go do it yourself? You know what I'm saying? I'm not about them cheap views over here. I try to get it in a better way than just reading y'all rumors every day, giving y'all hopes up. But we did get a list of Pokemon that are returning, and I am happy to see that Dragonite is one. So that means Dratini is one, and I got a shiny Dratini, so best believe that's gonna be the first Pokemon I'm training up when I send it over. Another thing is we get legendary Pokemon. Now, I had to look at this real quick and see who is returning and who ain't returning. And it looks like not all of them are coming back. And the reason why I say they're not all coming back, because we've got to think about the mythical Pokemon, unless they, do special events to where they put the mythical Pokemon in these games. But legendary Pokemon, like, the ones that have been on the front of the box art, and of course, the ones you get, able to catch. So, like, for instance, the Lake Spirits, Moonduck from Diamond and Pearl. We got Rayquaza, you got the Reggies, you got actually a lot of Pokemon. Now, some of these Pokemon, I bet top dollar, half of y'all don't even have to go catch because y'all already got them, just like me. I have a Reggie, I have all the Reggies, and I hope they do something cool when you capture both Regieleki, and Draco. And if you have all the Reggies in your party, there's something cool happens, but I doubt it. That sounds like a little bit too much for Game Freak, but it's cool that we get to do something like that. And you also get these new type of raid battles. So from what I've done read and what I've done seen and other people's videos, it's pretty much like the battle factory. Like, you don't get to use your own Pokemon when you go down into the den. You got to borrow some Pokemon, rent Pokemon. And from what I've done read, is when you beat a Pokemon or a Gigantamax Pokemon in the den, you could switch it out. So say, like, for instance, if me, James, and Bobby decide, oh, okay, we're gonna go down in there, we're gonna battle, okay, and I seen an Altaria was one of the Pokemon that's returned, and we beat the Altaria and we catch the Altaria. One of us can be like, hey, I'm gonna switch out my Pokemon for this, so I'm gonna switch out my Magikarp for the Altaria, and we'll just keep doing that until you reach the legendary Pokemon. And I guess once you reach the legendary Pokemon, you can catch it, and there you go. End of the raid, you got a new legendary Pokemon. So that does sound kind of pretty dope. That's endless fun, actually. You should be able to have fun with anybody and everybody, because that sounds like, oh, you can keep this game going for a little bit longer. Now, story ain't give us much. Calyrex, that's about it. And I think they're holding off on the story as well, because I'm like, hey, they don't want to spoil it, because we all know Eyes of Armor wasn't that great. But they said this is all about exploration, and everybody, if you know what exploration means, that means like explore. You get to explore the map. So I hope it's pretty big. They're saying it's supposed to be half the size of Galarian region. I'm like, Galarian region ain't that big though, but at the same time it is. So we just have to wait and see, ladies and gentlemen. We just have to wait and see. Now, another thing that was upsetting. Now we got to get on the sides where things that they kind of tick me off. One is they tick me off, just had me just disappointed. Is in November, I think it was November 10th. If you have not bought Sword and Shield, this is the perfect time to get it, because when you buy the special edition, you will get both DLCs on cartridge. So I'm guessing they only doing 2 DLCs. They're not doing the third, unless they be out like, all right, everybody got the game. Here's some more DLC. If they do something like that, then them Sly Dogs, them they got us. I'm upset because I spent $110 on both games. I got the double pack, so I think this game is gonna be $60, to be honest with you. And people gonna be looking at me sideways like, why would you think it's $60? Now, hear me out. The reason why I think it's gonna be $60 is because think about all the other games that came out with special edition. I went and got Street Fighter Championship Edition. They got a lot of characters, all up-to-date DLC. That was like $60 for me. So I highly doubt Nintendo's gonna make this $90. A lot of people are saying $90. It could be $90. I'm like, it would make sense because we done spent 60, then an extra 30. So they might as well spend 60 and get an extra 30. Or better yet, they can just do a double pack, and that'll be just too much money right there, bro. That's like, I spent 110, so think about 90 plus 90. You're pretty much trying to that's a whole car note right there, to be honest with you. But besides that disappointment and also the whole Pokemon Go thing, it was just pretty much stuff they already showed us, man. I mean, like, I can't that's the best way I can say it. I mean, people want me to sugarcoat it, like, no, don't talk about it like that, man. They're not as bad as EA. And I'm like, yeah, you're right, they're not as bad as EA, but they took the same route as EA. This is something that EA does. EA don't give a shit. That's why nobody plays their games anymore. Well, I wouldn't say nobody plays their games. They still got their loyal fan base when it comes down to Madden. But like, other than that, nah, fam, nah. 2K starting to get like that too. And it's like, I guess somebody told, Game Freak, hey man, y'all need to get with the times. You see this over here? We got DLC. You should do that too. And I guess somebody in there was like, you know what? We're going to do DLC. Try something new. I guess they wanted to do something new. I prefer the third version, but I'm like, hey, it is what it is. I just wish, people will understand that people are allowed to change the formula. They're going to change the formula. More like, for instance, NetherRealm Studios, they're changing up the formula. I thought we was about to get Injustice 2. No, Injustice 3, I'm sorry. But they're still going on with Mortal Kombat from what they're claiming and what they're saying. I think they're doing both. But all in all, just like, it, honestly, I can't really, bash this, because I'm like, I already spent $30 on it. So I just have to wait. We just have to wait and see, ladies and gentlemen. I also forgot to mention that they have this little patch that you can put on your Pokemon. I think it's called the ability patch. And what it does is, like, set up, for instance, your Cinderace is not the type of Cinderace you want. You want them to have a different ability. Slap that patch on that little rabbit, and there you go. It changes itself. And I think it's called Lebro. Hits not special move. Hidden ability, when it, say like, for instance, uses a fighting move. Okay, it turns into a fighting type. Use a water move, turns into a water type. So that's pretty much what that is. So put it on any Pokemon, you've been training, that you've grown attached to, slap it on there. It becomes, better as its hidden ability, and everybody wants their Pokemon's hidden ability, because the hidden abilities are 10 times as better as the normal abilities that they're given. But that's all I got for you guys, man. I can't wait. October 22nd. Hopefully that this wait is worth it, and hopefully them 2 horses do show up, and the Calyrex storyline is amazing. But other than that, guys, I love y'all. Peace.